What's going on? Why is this kid in a cell where he belongs, huh?
Well, because he didn't do anything.
Oh, gee, except commit murder.
No. He had nothing to do with what happened to Gigi. He's innocent. Isn't that right, John?
We can't hold him any longer.
You can't just let him walk.
There's been some new developments.
What new developments?
At this time, Jack Manning's not facing any charges.
You can't just drop the charges.
You can't if they're false.
I told you what happened. Jack set Shane up, okay? The fake screen names, the invitation to the party. He set the whole thing up.
No. Someone else confessed.
Who?
Friend of Jack's, Brad Kaczynski.
Well, now I wonder how that happened.
We're looking into the validity of it, all right? One minute he's ready to point the finger at Jack, the next minute he's copying everything himself. Obviously, something or someone changed his mind.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, Todd, let's go, all right?
I will kill you. You hear me? I will kill you.
Hey, did you see that? Did everybody see that? He tried to hurt
How'd you get the kid to confess, huh? Did you bully it out of him like your son?
Or why don't you arrest him? All right, everybody just cool off.
My fiance is brain dead because of that little kid, okay? You think I'm gonna cool off?
Easy. Look, I'm sorry it turned out like this.
You don't care how it worked out. Gigi was nothing to you.
That's not true.
Oh, really? Why'd you fire her? And for what?
You're right, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, well, you can't make it up to her. Okay, not unless you stop letting Todd Manning and his sick little kid walk you like a dog. Come on, John, you gonna do your job or what?
You know...
Where you going, Manning?
Forget about him. All right, I know how much this hurts. You're angry, I'm angry too.
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, I get stuck dealing with crap like this in this town all the time, and I'm pretty sick of it, all right? But you're wrong if you think I didn't care about Gigi. She wasn't just someone who worked for me. She's my friend, and she deserves better than this. But right now, I got this confession to deal with. And for the time being, it lets Jack Manning off the hook.
Well, that's something I can teach my son. His mom dies, and the kid who did it gets a walk. It means he's free and clear to do the same thing to somebody else. Because apparently, all you need in this town to get away with murder is a bunch of money. Just so as long as there's other people to look the other way. Cops. Lawyers. You know, you're all making this happen. Not me. I stopped Clint Buchanan from getting Gigi's heart, and I will stop you, Todd. You and your sick little clone of a son. I will make you pay.
Kelly,
Hey, John. How many times are you gonna let that guy threaten me before you do something about it?
What am I supposed to do?
You could lock him up.
Busy, Manning. I gotta find Marty Saybrook.
So you're just gonna ignore what happened here?
Did something happen? I must have missed it.
This is about Marty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is, and this is your last chance. Do you have any information on her whereabouts?
So John is Liam's father. Fine. You want to help me? I want to help you.
Pretty crazy, huh? I mean, first Brad confesses, and then Shane's dad goes berserk in front of like a room full of cops. God, that guy's a problem.
No, I think you're the one with the problem, Jack. You just dodged 20 to life, and I haven't heard one thank you from you.
Right. I didn't mean... I'm sorry.
And?
Thank you?
Not to me!
okay, listen.
Thank you, Taya.
It's a little late, isn't it?
I need to talk to your father. Go to your room, Jack, please.
You were awfully quiet today.
Was I?
When McBain ignored all those threats, you could have offered a few threats of your own at him. And we could sue his pathetic ass if we wanted to.
I had a lot on my mind, I guess.
Like what?
Like figuring out how many counts of fraud you put us all on the hook for. Tell me, you didn't force Jack's friend to take the fall for this.
Okay. I won't tell you. The kid's father lost his entire fortune. Taya. When I talked to him, he cried. He literally cried when I told him I would get it back for him. And now he can afford a lawyer. He'll keep his son out of prison. Now, I did what I did for my son to protect him. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
I can't believe this.
Really, what can't you believe? After all the years you've known me, what can't you believe? That I would protect my son?
You are ruining your son. Teaching him the worst lesson in the world, that there are no consequences to his violence.
Consequences are coming.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Take away his computer for a week? Tell him he can't eat dessert? Todd, he's not a little boy anymore. He's not a kid whose worst crime is mouthing off or cheating in a board game. Jack is a dangerous person.
He didn't set out to kill anyone.
No, he didn't. But when he heard about Gigi, he had no remorse. None, Todd. He didn't think for a second what it might be like for Shane to live without his mother. All he thought about was Jack.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me what you see when you look at your son. You want to know what I see? I see you.
You know how we're going to keep him from ending up like me? We're going to keep Jack out of prison. I'm going to make sure he learns more out of life than how to keep him getting whacked.
What are you teaching him now? That his father can buy him out of anything? That's how you create a monster.
You know, and while I've been doing that, what have you been doing exactly? You know, you are his stepmother. Do you ever ask about him? Have you ever talked to his teachers? What have you done to discipline him when he's done something wrong?
Are absolutely correct. I am wrong. I have dropped the ball. I have left it all up to you and Blair, and I am ready to step up. My question is, are you? Are you ready to do what it takes to turn Jack around?
How do I do that?
We got a deal.
No. Is that what you do for Danny? Yeah, I didn't think so. If Danny were in this kind of trouble, boy, you would just pull every dirty trick in the book. But let's sacrifice Jack at the first hint of trouble.
The first hint of trouble was months ago when Jack drove Shane Marasco to attempt suicide. And we paid no attention, Todd.
I'm paying attention now. I'm not gonna let my son go to prison. The only way to keep him from turning out like me is to keep him close.
Todd, if you let this go...
I'm not letting it go. I'm going to deal with Jack, but I'm going to do it my way, not through the legal system.
Well, then it won't count.
Thanks for your support.
Hey, what do you want me to say to you? You want me to agree when I don't? Your way will not work. In fact, it's almost guaranteed to make things worse. And I don't know if I can be a party to it.
And what does that mean?
It means I do not feel comfortable letting someone else take responsibility for what Jack did.
Well, there's not much you can do about it now, is there? You're Jack's lawyer, which means everything he has told you and everything I have told you is confidential. You may not repeat it, ever. Got it?
Todd. Is this what we've been reduced to?
Yes,
Turn
that's right. I'm a father before anything. Deal with it. What the hell are you looking at?
Himself.